How many times have you heard about a major hack, a massive data breach, or some critical vulnerability, and thought to yourself, if only someone had found that earlier? Well, what if that someone could be you? What if your keen eye for detail, your understanding of how systems work, or, more importantly, how they break, could not only prevent catastrophic losses for a company but also earn you a substantial reward? We're not talking about some hypothetical scenario here. We're talking about the very real, very lucrative world of bug bounty programs, and today, we're diving deep into one of the most prominent names in the cryptocurrency space, Kraken. Kraken, for those unfamiliar, is a beast in the crypto exchange world. It's one of the oldest, most respected, and certainly most secure platforms for buying, selling, and trading digital assets. But even giants have chinks in their armor, or at least, the potential for them. That's why Kraken, like many other tech titans, actively encourages ethical hackers and security researchers to poke, prod, and scrutinize their systems, all in the name of making them even stronger. And when you find something, they pay handsomely. So, the burning question you're likely asking is, where can you get involved with the Kraken bug bounty program? How do you even begin to participate in something like this? The answer, while seemingly straightforward, involves understanding the landscape of bug bounty platforms, the specific requirements Kraken sets, and the best practices for maximizing your chances of success. Let's start with the most direct route, HackerOne. If you're serious about bug bounties, HackerOne is your primary destination. It's one of the largest and most reputable bug bounty platforms globally, acting as an intermediary between organizations like Kraken and the global community of security researchers. Think of it as a central hub where companies post their bug bounty programs and hackers submit their findings. Kraken has a dedicated program page on HackerOne, and this is where you'll find all the official information you need to get started. Navigating to Kraken's HackerOne program page is simple. A quick search for Kraken Bug Bounty or Kraken HackerOne will lead you directly there. Once you're on their page, you'll be greeted with a wealth of information. This isn't just a simple submit your bug here form, it's a comprehensive guide to what Kraken considers in scope, what's out of scope, their reward structure, responsible disclosure guidelines, and contact information. Reading this document thoroughly is not just recommended, it's absolutely essential. This is your rulebook, your treasure map, and your guide to not wasting your time, or theirs. Beyond HackerOne, it's always a good practice to keep an eye on Kraken's official security pages or blog. While the primary channel for bug bounty submissions is HackerOne, companies sometimes announce specific security initiatives or updates on their own platforms. However, for active participation in the bug bounty program, HackerOne remains the definitive source. Now, let's break down what you'll typically find on Kraken's HackerOne page and why each section is crucial. First, you'll see the scope section. This is perhaps the most critical part. It defines what systems, applications, and assets Kraken allows you to test. For Kraken, this will primarily include their main website, Kraken.com, their API endpoints, their mobile applications, iOS and Android, and potentially some associated services or subdomains. Anything not explicitly mentioned in the scope is generally considered out of scope, and testing it could be a violation of their terms, potentially leading to your report being dismissed or even more serious consequences. Pay close attention to any exclusions, such as third-party services they integrate with but don't directly control, or specific features that are not meant for security testing. For example, DDoS attacks or social engineering against Kraken employees are almost universally out of scope and will get you banned. Next, you'll encounter the rewards section. This is where the rubber meets the road. Kraken, being a major financial institution, offers competitive bounties. The payout typically depends on the severity of the vulnerability, often categorized using the Common Vulnerability Scoring System, CVSS, or similar frameworks. You'll see tiers like critical, high, medium, and low, each with a corresponding minimum and maximum payout. Critical vulnerabilities, such as remote code execution, significant financial loss potential, or complete system compromise, can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes even six figures. High-severity bugs, like authentication bypasses or serious data leakage, also command substantial rewards. Even medium and low-severity findings, like certain types of cross-site scripting, XSS, or information disclosure, can earn you a few hundred to a few $1,000s. This tiered system incentivizes researchers to focus on the most impactful vulnerabilities. The eligibility and disclosure policy section is equally vital. This outlines the rules of engagement. It typically covers things like responsible disclosure. This is paramount. It means that once you find a vulnerability, you must report it to Kraken privately through their HackerOne program before disclosing it publicly. Public disclosure without Kraken's express permission will likely result in disqualification from the program and could even lead to legal action. Kraken will need time to patch the vulnerability before it's made public. Proof of concept, POC. You'll almost always be required to provide a clear, concise, and reproducible proof of concept. This isn't just about saying I found a bug, it's about showing them how you found it and how they can reproduce it. This often involves detailed steps, screenshots, video recordings, and any necessary code or scripts. A well-crafted POC significantly speeds up the validation process. Duplicate submissions. If another researcher has already reported the same vulnerability, your submission will be marked as a duplicate and won't be eligible for a bounty. This highlights the competitive nature of bug bounties and the importance of being quick and thorough. Testing exclusions. Certain types of testing might be explicitly forbidden, such as automated scanning that generates excessive traffic, physical attacks, or social engineering. Adhering to these exclusions is crucial for staying in good standing with the program. Legal safe harbor. Many programs, including Kraken's, offer a safe harbor provision. This means that if you adhere to their rules and guidelines, they won't pursue legal action against you for your security research activities. This is a significant protection for ethical hackers. Finally, you'll find that contact information or program team details. This is who you'll be communicating with. The HackerOne platform facilitates this communication, allowing you to submit your report and then engage in a direct dialogue with Kraken's security team as they validate and resolve your finding. Beyond the formal structure of the HackerOne page, there are several key strategies to consider for successful participation in Kraken's bug bounty program, or any bug bounty program for that matter. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.